Hello guys, welcome back to our live stream on Hanno Coach's Corner, of course, channel. I'm doing my League One table today, so yeah, get your comments in. So I'm gonna, of course, League One tables. So get your comments in about League One. I'm just gonna put all the things down, but I think League One this season is going to be maybe an easier league. So yeah, I am doing my League One today. Let me just do this. So yeah, of course, like, subscribe to this channel, subscribe to mine. I've got Villa TV. And yeah, we will get going in a minute. Let me just put all the teams on. So of course I will be live tonight as well on this channel for, of course, Sheffield Wednesday against Southampton. Yeah, for Sheffield Wednesday against Southampton, what will be a big game, to be fair. Can't lie, it will be a massive game. So yeah, just doing this. The putting all teams on, then we will get going, I guess. Be about 2 minutes, maybe 5. So get your comments in, guys. Who you gonna finish bottom of the league and that. Who do you think will finish bottom of the league, win the league as well? Yeah, who do you think will get playoffs? Who do you think will get mid-table? Because of course, so yeah, I think it probably will. Won't be long now. So, Friday afternoon. Of course, it's nearly 5 to 3. The season is nearly here, so that will be good. I'm excited for this season, to be fair. Leagues, and I'm excited for the season to start. Of course, the Premier League don't start until next Friday, so a week today. So yeah. But yeah, I think most of us are excited for the season to start. So nearly here. So yeah, of course, we'll be live tonight for the first game back. So should be good. Should really be good. League One do start tomorrow. And League Two, of course. But Championship actually start tonight, as it is a game on today. So we're gonna get on to our League One table. Let's do this. Right, nearly there. So of course the League One table, let's do it then. So of course we're gonna go from 24th place. Let me just do this. Let me just do this. So we're gonna go from bottom of the league. Get your comments in, by the way, guys. Yeah, get your comments in. Of course, I am Villa TV, so subscribe to me. It'll be a pleasure. Let me just do that. There you go. So then, right, let's get into a League One table. Then get your comments in. It'll be really good if you get your comments in. So, of course, in 24th place, I've went with Burton Albion, and I know most people are saying they'll finish mid-table, but Burton have been in this league for a couple of seasons now, and I think it's their time that they will go down, in my opinion. I just don't think they have the squad in League One to do it. I think, Burton, they've got good players, they've signed good players, fair play to them. They finished 15th last season, I think. So they do have a okay squad, but I just don't. I think it was hard who I'm going to put in that bottom three, and I just think Burton will be one of the bottom three in 24th place as they take on Blackpool tomorrow for their first game of the season, and they've got Blackpool and Derby for their first two league games. What I can't see them getting anything out of them too, but we never know. Burton can surprise some people, of course. Their pre-season then lost 2-1 against Northside Scunthorpe, who went down from the National League, and they lost against them 2-1. Then, of course, they beat Beltham Town 4-2, lost 1-0 against Stoke, drawn 2-2 against West Brom, drawn 2-2 against Brackley, drawn 2-2 against Crewe, beat Micklehove 1-0, beat Alfreton 4-1, and drawn against Nuneaton 1-1. So their pre-season, not really. Only 3 wins in that pre-season. Not good for Burton, but I think Burton in 24. Move on to 23rd place then. I've gone with Shelton. Shelton, of course, I like their fans. I like some of their players. But losing Alfie May, I think that is a big miss for Shelton. Defo, when he scored about 15-20 goals for last season, is a really big miss. And I just can't see him staying up without him. We'll have a look at Shelton now. So Cheltenham, of course, their first two games, they've got Shrewsbury. What I said that'll be draw. I said 1-1 for that game. So yeah, and they've got Bolton. What I think they'll lose that, and then Reading, then Portsmouth. So they've got some big games for the first couple of games in this season. And of course their pre-season they of course drawn 1-1 against Bristol City, lost 3-2 against Birmingham City, beat West Brom 1-0, beat Western-super-Mare 2-1, beat Swindon Super or something 6-0, and beat Elphinstone United 4-2. So one loss in 6 pre-season games is not bad, to be fair. I think losing against Birmingham is the only loss what they did. I don't know with Shelton, so I think they'll finish in 23rd place. Last team going down then in 22nd place, I've went with Cambridge. Cambridge, of course, just staying up last season. Fair play to Cambridge, and I do like Cambridge, and I hope they stay up. But I just can't see it. Losing their two main players, it's a Harvey Nibbs, Harry Nibbs, something like that, and Smith is a really big miss for Cambridge, and I just can't see them staying up. I think they'll give it a go again for till the last game of the season. But last game of the season, they've got Port Vale, That could be a win, to be fair. But then before that, they've got some big games like Blackpool, Charlton, Derby. So, yeah, I just can't see Cambridge staying up. But their first two games are Oxford, I think they'll win their first game. But then they've got Fleetwood. So, yeah, I can't see them staying up. Their pre-season, of course, they lost 2-0 against Barnet, beat Gillingham 4-0, beat Ipswich 2-1, beat St Albans City 3-1. The Spurs game was cancelled, then they drawn 1-1 against Cardiff City. So not a bad pre-season, to be fair. Their loss did come, of course, the end of July. And I just think Cambridge will just go down, but I hope they stay up. 21st, a new promoted team from League Two. It is Carlisle. I think Carlisle will just stay up, in my opinion. I think they've got a squad to do it. They could finish higher, but I don't think they will. I think they'll finish 21st. I think, of course, they've signed some good players. They've got good players as well. And yes, their first two games are Fleetwood. I think they'll lose that. And Oxford. I think they could win that. But yeah, that's their first two games. Their pre-season then came a 2-0 loss against Dundee United, 1-1 against Chorley, 2-0 win against Newcastle, 3-0 win against Workington, and 7-0 win against Greater FC. So good pre-season, to be fair. It is a good pre-season from Carlisle, and I know it's only pre-season, but it is, it's a solid pre-season, and I think Carlisle will stay up. 20th place then, I've went with Wigan then. Yes, I think Wigan will just stay up in 20th place. With 8 points off from it, gonna make Wigan collapse, in my opinion. I was thinking of from 18th to 20th with Wigan, but I have put on 20th place. I just don't think they, 8 points off them is a big miss, a big, huge to Wigan team, and I just can't see them finishing higher, fighting for playoffs, to be fair. They probably need 3 wins to, of course, get that going. But yeah, I just can't see it. So I think we're in 20th. There, of course, first two games is Derby County and Northampton. So yeah, I think them are big games for Wigan. I think they'll lose their first game, defo. Not sure about a second game, but yeah, I think 20th place will be Wigan. Their pre-season then, of course, was a 2-0 win against Morecambe, 1-1 against Tranmere, and 1-0 loss against Everton. They probably have more, but it's only showing them 3 pre-seasons. So, yeah, out of them 3 games, not bad to be fair, not conceding many either. So, yeah, I'm going to go 20th Wigan. 19th then, I've went with new promoted team from League 2, Stevenage then. Yeah, I think Stevenage will have a good season. I think they'll finish 19th in my opinion. I just think they've got the squad, they've got a manager to do it. And yeah, overall, I just think they will stay up in 19th place. And yeah, I've got their first 2 games in Northampton. What I said, I've sorted out in Shrewsbury. Well, them 2 games they could get probably about 4 points out, maybe 6. But yeah, I think Stevenage will finish 19th. Their pre-season was a 4-0 win against Spurs, starting 11. It said a 2-1 win against Ipswich. The Watford game was called off. 1-1 against Colchester. 2-1 against Stamford, and 3-0 win against Hitchin Town. So, yeah, I think Stevenage will finish 19th. Moving on to 18th, then, off went with another new promoting team, Northampton. I just think Northampton got the squad. I think they are a good team, Northampton. I'm glad that they're back in League One. And yeah, I have a feeling now stay up. They could finish higher than 19th, they could finish lower than 19th. But I'm just going to put them there in 18th. It was so tough. League One is probably tough, but at the same time, it's easier this season. So yeah, I'm going to go 18th for Northampton. And so I've got their first 2 games is Stevenage and Wigan. What works about me if they get probably maybe 4 points out of them. Their pre-season, of course, they beat MK Dons 3-1, drawn 2-2 against Kiddie, beat Brackley Town 2-1, lost 1-0 against Birmingham, lost 1-0 against Leicester. So yeah, that's their pre-season. I think they're well in it. So I'm gonna go 18th, Steve. Northampton. Get your comments in. Subscribe to this channel, of course, and subscribe to mine. I'm 3 away from 450. So yeah. Just see this. So yeah, get your comments in. So of course we move on to 17th place, Bristol Rovers. Then yes, I know people are putting them top half, but I just think Bristol Rovers, finishing about 16th, 17th last season. I think they will have a same season than last season. They'll probably start really well like last season, then collapse for a bit. So yeah, I think Bristol Rovers will have an okay season. So I think I think they could finish higher, but I'm going to put them in 17th. Their first 2 games are Portsmouth and Barnsley. Then after that, they've got Charlton. So first 3 tough games for Bristol Rovers there. Then yes, their pre-season, of course, it went with a 2-0 win against Chesterfield, 2-0 win against Swansea, 3-2 loss against Braga, 1-0 win against Brentford under 23s, 1-0 loss against Cardiff, 1-1 against Cardiff, so both Cardiff teams, I guess. 2-0 win against Eastleigh, 9-0 win against Melksham Town. So, yeah, I think Bristol Rovers will finish in 17th place. So get your comments and let me just... So let me just do this. Right, so let's get on to 16th place. 16th place is a Leyton Orient. Then off went with a new promoted team who came up from League Two, Leyton Orient. I think they will have a absolutely unreal season in League One. I think they could even finish higher. People putting them in top 10, people putting them top 12, people putting them about around where I set up. I think everyone think they'll stay up, and I think they will. I think they've got a good manager, a good squad. They, of course, won League Two last season, and League One and League Two is basically the same. Like nothing really changed. So I just think Leyton Orient will finish in 60k. Their first two games is against their London rival Charlton, what I think will be short, and they've got Portsmouth. So two big games for them. Their pre-season though, 1-0 loss against Bishop, 2-1 loss against Colchester, 1-1 against Dagenham and Redditch, 3-2 loss against Ebbiford United, 2-0 loss against Chelmsford, 1-1 against Charlton, and 0-0 against Bilford. So no wins in that pre-season for Leyton Orient. So yeah, I think they will stay up, finish 16. Get your comments in, guys. I know we've got 2 people on now, so get your comments in. It'll mean a lot. Yeah, how are we, people? How are we? Oh yes, I heard that football is back tonight in the championship. What team do you support? And get your comments in. So let's move on to 15th place then. 15th place, I've went with Port Vale then. Yes, I've went with Port Vale. I just think Port Vale are that team. I know they had a not best of seasons last season, finishing, I think it was 18th or something. But I think they'll get mid-table. I just think they've got that squad. What they'll probably get mid-table. So yeah, I think 15th Port Vale. I think they've got some good players. Like who is your 15th people? Because I think they were tricky. It was out of probably 3 clubs. But yeah, I think Port Vale will be 15th place. So I've called their first 2 games is I've called Barnsley and Reading. What 2 big games, and they've got Blackpool and Charlton, so 4 big games at the start of the season. Their pre-season, of course, 1-0 loss against Doncaster, 1-1 against Grimsby, 0-0 against Newcastle Town, and 2-0 win against Kidsgrove. So yeah, I think Port Vale will finish 15th. Get to my 14th in a minute and get anything in the comments. I know some people are on. Um, so, yeah, of course, 15th off from the Port Vale. 14th then, I'm saying Oxford. Yes, I think Oxford will finish 14th place in my opinion. I think, of course, they, people are saying they'll fight for playoffs. They could. They really could. Um, but yeah, I'm just saying Oxford will finish in 14th place. Don't know who's watching, but get yourself in the comments. So yeah, 14th. I've went with Oxford. Of course, they finished. Of course, not good last year. I think they finished 21st, 20th place, maybe 19th, something like that. I think they finished 19th actually. But yeah, I'm gonna go 14th for Oxford, and their first two games, Cambridge and Carlisle. So yeah, can't believe it's nearly halfway by the way, guys. On a Friday night, on Friday afternoon, I meant. But their preseason gone as 5-0 win against QPR, 4-1 loss against Bristol City, 1-0 win against Swansea, 0-0 against Eastleigh, and 3-1 win against Southampton under 23s. So yes, I think Oxford will finish in 14th place. 13th, I'm gonna go Shrewsbury Town then. Of course, Shrewsbury Town, of course, they people were saying they'll go down, but no, I think they'll get top half, mid-table. So I'm gonna go 13th place for Shrewsbury Town. They'll probably go down. They probably don't have the squad anymore. Those 4 League One. I think there might be a League Two team, but I think Shrewsbury will take 13th place. And yeah, their first 2 games are against Cheltenham and Stevenage. So they need to probably get points out of them games to give them hope for the season. But yeah, 13th place for Shrewsbury. Their pre-season gone as 1-1 against Notts County, 1-1 against Stalbridge, 1-1 against Coventry, and a 3-1 loss against West Brom. So yeah, 3 draws, 1 line. Probably going to be some more, but it hasn't said that now. So I'm going to go 13th place, Shrewsbury. 12th place, then getting into the top 12. Then 12th place, I've went with Lincoln. Yes, I know. I've went with Lincoln City. I think they will have a good season this season. They've got a good squad. They are a League One team. They could even get playoffs. So yes, I'm gonna go 12th place for Lincoln. I think they've got a good squad. They've got good players. They've got a good manager. So yeah, their first 2 games are Bolton and Wickham. So 2 maybe hard games who what gonna be around there, but yeah, their preseason is of course 3-0 loss against Rotherham, 2-0 loss against Grimsby, 2-1 win against Crewe, 7-0 win against Boston, 1-1 against Kings Lynn, and 1-1 against Stockport. So alright preseason for Lincoln. Of course we've seen that 7-0 win against Boston. So yeah, getting on to the top 11 then now. 11th place, I've went with Wickham Wanderers. Without their manager who went to QPR for the whole season now, I just can't see Wickham getting that top 10. I think they could, but I just don't think they will, in my opinion. I think they've got a good squad. They've got a manager what I don't really know about. So yeah. So their first 2 games is Exeter and Lincoln. What 2 big games for them, and their pre-season is 0-0 against Cardiff, 1-0 win against Waterstone, and 2-1 win against Aldershot. So probably some more there, but it hasn't said. So in the 11th place, I'm going Wickham. 10th place then, I'm going Fleetwood Town then. Yes, I've went with Fleetwood Town in 10th place. I just think Fleetwood Town, Yeah, I don't know. I know people are saying they'll probably go down or they'll probably be near there this season because what happened off and on the pitch. But, that won't affect them, I don't think. I think they'll be pushing for players like last season there was for most of the season. I know their first two games in Carlo and Cambridge were two big games for Fleetwood there. And then, of course, their pre-season went like this. 1-0 win against Grimsby, 0-0 against Preston, 4-0 win against Clitheroe, 0-0 against Blackburn, 2-1 loss against Dundee FC, and a 5-1 win against Waterford. So, yeah, good pre-season there for Fleetwood and scoring goals, and yeah, I think they'll be in 10th place. 9th place then, I'm going to go Charlton. I do think Charlton could push for that and be in there. I know people are saying they'll be in there. They've signed Alfie May, they've signed some cracking players, and I just think they are a great squad, in my opinion. I think they've got a good team. They've got their first two games, Leyton and Peterborough, were going to be a tough 2 games of the season. But yeah, I'm going to go Charlton in 9th. Their pre-season went like this. 3-2 loss against Albion, 2-2 against Millwall, 5-0 win against Wilderstone, 3-1 win against Gillingham, 1-1 against Leyton Orient, 2-1 win against Dartford, and 4-0 win against Willing United. So yeah, I think Charlton will get 9th. In 8th place then, I'm going to go Reading. Yes, I think Reading will finish in 8th place. I can't see them. I just can't see them getting playoffs. They don't have the squad now. I know they've signed 2 good players, Nibs and who the other one was Smith, from Cambridge. But I just can't see it now. Maybe if they still had Wallace and John Swift, I think they would tear the championship apart. But I just can't see it, and I think they'll finish 8th. Their first 2 games are Peterborough and Port Vale. So yeah, their pre-season went like this. I am tired today, guys, so I'm gonna try and do this quick and maybe have sleep. Their pre-season is just awful. 4-0 loss against Swansea, 4-3 loss against Hamworth Villa, 2-0 loss against QPR, 4-2 loss against Southampton, 2-0 loss against Sutton, and 1-0 loss against AFC Wyndham. Reading have lost all their pre-season games, so I just can't see it. And yeah, just missing out on the players then in 7th place. Off went with Exeter. This might be a strange one, and I know people probably going to say, geez, Exeter. But I just think they've got the squad, they've got good players. I'm going to call some players out as well. They've got, of course, Jelfie Brown, they've got Jay Stansfield, some other good players like, let's see, I know Harper is a good one. Jamie Blackman is a good one. So I think they've got a good squad, in my opinion. And yeah, I just think their first 2 games, Wycombe and Blackpool, were going to be playing Portsmouth after. But yeah, they do have tough fixtures, but I just think they'll miss out in 7th place. Their pre-season went like this: 2-1 loss against Coventry, 3-2 win against Weston-super-Mare, 4-0 loss against Bristol, 4-1 loss against Torquay, 3-0 win against Taunton Town, 0-0 against Bath City, 8-0 win against Mousehole AFC, and a 1-0 win against Tiverton. So I think Exeter will just miss out, in my opinion. In 6th place then, who's just getting played after one with Peterborough. Peterborough could finish 6th last season, and that second leg, what the hell happened in that second leg last season? But I just think Peterborough have the squad to get it now. They've signed some good players. they could either get top 5, top 4, but I'm going to put them in 6. I think it's going to be a tough season for Peterborough to just get in that player, and it's probably going to take till the last game yet again what happened last season. So of course, yeah, I think they do have some cracking players, Peterborough. Their first 2 games are Reading and Shotton were gonna be two, of course, big games. But yeah, I think Peterborough will finish it. Their preseason is like their 3-2 loss in 3-2 win against Birmingham, 1-1 against Colchester, and a 7-1 win against Stamford. There probably is some more preseason games, but yeah, don't say on there. So I think Peterborough is 6th place. In 5th place, I've went with Portsmouth. Then I think I could have put Portsmouth higher, but I think Portsmouth will take anywhere in the playoffs this season, and I'm gonna go 5th. They've signed real players. They're just a class squad, and they deserve to be back in the Championship. And if they do get a player, I reckon they'll win them. I think they've got a class squad. And yeah, their first 2 games are Bristol Rovers and Leyton Orient. So yeah, 2 big games there. But their pre-season has went like there's 1-0 loss against Bristol City, 1-0 loss against AFC Windham, 1-0 win in Alfton, Havant, or whatever they're called. A 3-1 win against Gosport, 1-1 against Bengal, and a 1-0 win against Roper FC. So I think Portsmouth will get in 5th. Moving on to a 4th place, then Blackpool. I would have put Blackpool higher if they kept Jerry Yates, but because they've got a manager back now, Neil Critchley, he knows the league well. I think Blackpool will get top 4. I think they've got the squad to do it as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go 4th place for Blackpool. Their first 2 games are Burton and Exeter, and their pre-season went like their 3-0 win against Hibs, 1-1 against Morecambe, 5-0 win against Barrow, and a 3-0 win against Southport. So battling teams there, and that's how we know Neil Critchley is a class manager. And yeah, I think they'll get 4th. 3rd place, I'm gonna go Derby County then. Yes, Derby County. I think they will have a real season, a better season than last season. So I'm gonna go 3rd, Derby County. They've got a squad. Yes, they've of course sold Jason Knight, but they've still got the squad. Their first 2 games is Wigan and Burton. So I think they could get 6 points out of them. Their pre-season went like a 3-1 loss against Sheffield United, 3-0 win against Stoke, 1-0 win against Chesterfield, 1-1 against Salford, and a 2-0 win against Matlock Town. So I'm going to go 3rd for Derby County. 2nd place, I'm going to go Bolton Wanderers then. Bolton Wanderers are just a class team, and they deserve to be in the Championship. They've got a good squad. Yes, they haven't got Trafford or Conor Bradley anymore, but they've still got an unreal squad. Their first 2 games is Lincoln and Cheltenham, so they could be getting 6 points from there. And their pre-season went like a 4-3 win against West Brom, 0-0 against Everton, 2-1 win against Salford, 5-2 win against Longridge Town, 1-1 against Chester, and a 1-0 win against Bamber Bridge. So a good pre-season for Bolton there. And yes, in 2nd place, Arthur went with Bolton. And to win the league in 1st place, Arthur went with Barnsley. Yes, I think Barnsley will win this league. I know people are saying they'll be out of playoffs, but I just think they'll win it. Their first 2 games, Port Vale and Bristol Rovers, so 6 points for Barnsley there, in my opinion. I just think they've got some good players. Yes, James Norwell might be going, but they've still got some unreal player. Of course, their preseason went like beating Crew 2-1, Mansfield game recorder, 4-3 loss against Blackburn, 1-0 loss against Hull, 2-0 win in AFC Forest, and a 2-1 win against Worcester. So, of course, there you go, guys. There's my League One 24-25 season. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. Subscribe and like to Coach Corner, and subscribe to my channel, Villa TV. Just type in Bailey Francis and it comes up with Villa TV. Of course, I will be live again tonight on this channel, Coach Corner, for a watch along for Sheffield Wednesday against Southampton. The first game back. It will only be me. I'll try and get someone else on, but yes. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and see you later.